We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Dart. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now a first carry from Derrick Henry. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Dart. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Daniels. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw is Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. This defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready? 19.
Daniels looking to throw. Looking for the play, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An empty look offensively. Here's 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Dart. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Bust through the tackle. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Bronco 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Back. Hot 70. Hot.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try.
For the Washington field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Play action now. Dart. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Dart. And that'll be incomplete. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've got a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll roll him out right. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that, but I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Panthers 60, Panthers, Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. They'll drop that underneath ETN. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right, Dobbs. He's going to keep this again. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Dart. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw now, Dart. That is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete, now race for the marker. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Come on, come on. Hey. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Another toe for ETN. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Daniels. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
ETN up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To the air goes Daniels. Buying time to his left. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ready? Cowboy!
Back to throw. Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 17, Giants 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Yeah, really, I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Get it!
Play action, now it's Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Ready up!
Play fake, and now it's Dart. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Second
second and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Dart. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketing the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 65, go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. They'll drop this one off with ETN. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing his Dart. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And now an audible here into something else.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing Dart. This will go to Henry out wide. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air again, Dart. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A 6-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Go!
Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped out. A guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Panther 11, Panther 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go!
To throw is Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
They're on 41-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a New York Giant.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Derrick Henry from 10 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Ready, set. Viking, 70 Lions.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Daniels looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
A 26-yard attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from the 1.
Ready.
Once more, ETN. This time he's in for a Commanders touchdown. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right?
Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll throw again. Dart. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Switch.
From the gun, Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well. You can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. To throw now, Dart. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Ready?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 70 Timberwolf. Trap 60, trap 60. All right. Keep the ball moving. 19 Lions. Let's go.
Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and 7.
70 Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
ETN once more. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. This is 1st and 10.
Set,
set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
He'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Hold it ready.
Here's 2nd down.
Go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Here's Daniels. To Dobbs, and he holds it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they have regained the lead. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was